guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gina of Gina Renae RN Budgets. I'm a zero-based budgeter who uses the cash envelope system to assist me on my journey to financial and debt freedom. If you're new here, I do videos all about saving money. So if that's the kind of content that you're looking for, then stop right quick and press that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. If you're one of my returning subscribers, you guys already know how very much I love and appreciate you. So let's get to it. Today we are here to close out my paycheck that was from, basically covered the bills from July 11th up until today, which is July 24th. All right, so we're just going to review, make sure everything went as planned, and prepare for the paycheck that I will receive on tomorrow. So starting here at the 10th, I'm a paycheck budgeter. And what this means is that when I get paid, I just look through my calendar and I know I have to cover every single bill that shows up all the way up until my next payday. All right. I am a registered nurse and I work from home and I'm a salaried employee. So nothing really changes about my budget a whole lot. I live at home with my dad, so I don't technically pay utilities. I just pay an extra principal payment onto the mortgage so that we can get the house paid off sooner than later. All right. And then other big bills for me would be my car payment. I pay the car insurance, and then basically just my personal bills, credit card bills. I help my daughter with her rent because she's back in school, things of that nature. So I had a shop pay payment, a subscription, which was my Roku, my cap cut and tube buddy, all taken care of. My student loan payment came out on the 12th. My iCloud and Canva, has 2 more subscriptions, were covered. I had a credit card payment on the 16th that was paid. Then I had a Credit One payment on the 21st. My AT&T bill was $330. It's like 7 lines on there, so don't gasp. Even though I know I could get it down more, but it is what it is right now. I had an Affirm payment on the 22nd. And that was everything for the pay period. So I'm just going to flip over to my July 10th budget. And so I brought in $28.62. My son gave me $50. And I had $32 rolled over from my bank account, which had me start with $29.44. I paid $7.60 for my car. I paid half of my daughter's rent of $170. I had $47 in subscriptions to pay, my $20 shop pay, my student loan, 2 credit cards, an AT&T bill, and my Affirm bill. All that totaled up to $16.53, which left me with $12.91. For my cash envelopes, I stuffed $300 for essentials, which for me is groceries and household together. $100 for gas. I do $50 per week. I'm gonna get paid bi-weekly. And then spending, I do $200, which is $100 for me and $100 for my husband. And then I do miscellaneous of $50 just in case. So that totaled $650, which brought me down to $641. All right. From there, that's where I went to my sinking funds. All right. So I added $185 to my dated sinking funds. Those are all sinking funds that are due at a certain time, such as annual payments, anniversary, my credentials for my nursing license, my TSA pre-check, stuff like that. That's my dated binder. My undated is more revolving. I added $95 to that. That includes stuff like self-care, travel, pet care for Memphis, any family emergency type bills, and then there's a his and hers envelope for me and Kevin for any of our necessities. Then I have a Christmas binder that I created that's available on my Etsy shop, and I stuffed $45 into that. So It's different categories. Here's the dashboard. The way you spend Christmas is far more important than how much. And then there's 5 predetermined categories. It cannot be customized. But the first one is gifts. I added 20 into that last pay period. And stocking stuffers, I added 5. Decorations, I added 10. Dinner, I added 5. And traditions, I added 5. So I'll continue with that every pay period and determine how much I'll add. So it was $45 into that. Then I have a wedding envelope for my daughter. I added $200 to that. My holidays binder, I put $1 in each holiday. There's 12 holidays. I have a birthday binder, and it's 11 birthdays for my immediate family members. So it has Kevin is next in terms of birthdays. So I have them in order of who's next. As their birthday comes, I use what's in it and put it to the back. But I try to put at least $5 every pay period into every envelope. So there's 11 envelopes. Kevin is my husband. Dee is my future son-in-law. Alexis is my daughter. And Ariana is her twin. Then my birthday is in here. My daddy's birthday. My grandson's birthday. My other grandson's birthday. My stepdaughter's birthday, and another stepdaughter's birthday. And then my son TJ, his birthday just passed, and that's why he's in the back. All right. So I try to put $5 in each envelope every time I get paid. And then, as a little extra money, Etsy or something comes in, I may add to it. So that was $55. And then I had a $49 buffer, of which my balance as of today, all bills paid and accounted for, I had one extra expense out of this 49. Some of it was postage, and my balance right now is like $3 and some change. So that'll roll over into the next pay period. So this total was $641, and I had 0 left, which made a zero-based budget. So I want you guys to understand is the words paycheck budget or paycheck to paycheck budgeter or zero-based budgeter by no means does it mean we spend all our money and we don't have nothing left on payday. Okay? And here's the proof right here. I have made sure that every one of the dollars that I had coming in had a job to do. Every dollar was assigned to something, with the exception of my buffer, which I just don't like to go all the way to zero in my bank account, and little things come up, like I may have random $1 or $2 subscriptions where I'm in a membership for somebody, and so I have a buffer always that can cover that. All right, so what this means is every dollar had a name. And yes, I have a zero-based budget, but I saved $641 this pay period. Okay, so I'm definitely not going down to zero. And then over here is just my cash breakdown. This is just where I determine how I want my bills broken down for the bank. So July 10th through today is all accounted for. It's all taken care of. All bills have been covered on time. And that's one of the peaceful and joys for me in terms of this budgeting journey is the peace of mind knowing that your bills are covered and paid for and on time. Okay, trust me, I'm not speaking from a place where I don't know what it's like to see a final notice, to rob Peter to pay Paul, and a lot of times I was making more than enough money. I was just mismanaging. So now I'm all set up for my paycheck for tomorrow. I'm expecting $28.50, and my son will be giving me $200, and that's his contribution to his phone bill and groceries for the house. So the total expected is $3,050. Now, my full-time income, I don't disclose how much I tithe, and so this number is the number that I decide to budget with. This is after health insurance, tithes, 401k, and then I have savings going to a certain savings account automatically that I don't even look at. So after all of that, this is what I'm left with to budget. And so that brings me to $3,050. So for this pay period, I have to cover anything that's due from July 24th through August 7th. All right. So let's go back. And so I'm paying my dad back some money. I have the other half of my daughter's rent. I'm going to pay the mortgage principal payment of $1,200. I have 2 affirm payments. I got a credit card payment and my car wash subscription. And then we move over to August. And I forgot to write right here, but I got quite a few subscriptions that are due. I have my post office box. I got to add that. That's due on the 1st. And then on the 2nd, I have Netflix, iCloud, Epidemic, and my pet insurance for Memphis. And then on the 3rd is my Destiny credit card payment. And on the 4th is my gym membership payment. All right. Then that's it, because then I'll get paid again right here. So I don't have any more bills due. So let's see this budget. Make sure that I covered everything. So we got July 24th. All right. So I have my $1,200 mortgage payment. I have the half of my daughter's August rent, which is $170. Paying back my daddy $350. I have those two affirm payments totaling $50. I have a Quicksilver payment of $50. My subscriptions for that 2-week period totals $120. My post office box is $15. My pet insurance, I round up to the nearest 5 just so I can build a natural buffer in my account. So my pet insurance is $60. My Destiny credit card is $50. All right, so all that totals up to $2,065. Subtracted from 3,050 leaves me with $985. Then my cash envelopes pretty much are the same all the time. So I'm going to have $300 for my essentials, $100 for gas, $200 for spending, and $50 for miscellaneous, totaling $650. Sorry, it's out of frame. That leaves me with $335, which is here left over for my sinking funds, and if I do any savings challenges. But right now I have not restarted any. So the plan is I'm going to add $75 to my dated sinking funds, $48 to my undated. I'm going to add another $45 to my Christmas binder. I'm going to add $100 to my daughter's wedding envelope. I'm going to still do the $1 in each holiday, so that's $12, and then the $5 into each birthday, which is $55, which totals $335 and gives me a zero-based budget. Here is my cash breakdown all ready to go. So what I get out of the bank is $650 for my cash envelopes, and then $335 for my sinking funds, which totals $985, and that's the $985 here. And I have everything broken down ready for my denominations for the bank. So all I do is write down the denominations I want, and then I add it up both sides to make sure they equal. This is an extra paycheck I have sitting here probably for maybe Etsy, but Etsy I don't think I'll get a check till August. And YouTube I won't get a check either. But I try to have a third one, even though I only get 2 paychecks a month unless it's a magic month. This third one for me is usually Etsy and or YouTube. All right? So that's all I have for today. My budget is closed out and reconciled. And my paycheck budget for my paycheck I'm expected tomorrow is all planned out. I have all my bills covered up until August 7th with some future savings. All right. So I hope this guys helped you see live and in person how I handle my budget. I hope you've learned. If not, please don't forget to leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you haven't already. And as always, I wish you guys peace, love, and prosperity. Bye, guys.